What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeInc team, back with another episode of Sledge and Friends. And today, I got my co-host back with me. You know, the only credit card creator with 194.98 cards. She might even be at 200 by now. She might. I ain't talked to her in a little minute, so she might be at 200 cards by now. But it is the one, the only Key from Kiki's Adventure. What is going on?
Woo, woo. What's going on, Sledge? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Are you at 200 cards yet?
I'm about 312, so we
Yeah,
close. We
I
close.
knew it was close. I knew I was close. What is going on?
Not
What is
much.
going on?
Not much. Finally, I'm at home. I'm back in my normal streets. It's so good to see you. So good to chat.
Man,
And man, we got
man,
a lot to talk about.
listen, we both been out and about, so yeah, this Monday thing been a little inconsistent, but yeah, we both been out and about, but we are back, man. I want to shout out a couple people that's in here right now. Of course, John R is in the building. My brother John is in there. Vincent Pasquale is in here. My brother Woodsy was just at the Waldorf Astoria in DC doing it big over there.
Oh
Too
snap! I
Easy
was
is
in
in here.
DC. I was in
Was he in
DC.
DC?
Okay, I was in
Man,
DC.
Woodsy was just at the Waldorf Astoria. He sent me some beautiful pics of the room and the property and everything. And you
Oh,
know what?
amazing.
He told me about something that I'm starting to see a lot more the more luxury properties do, and that's having that car service for you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, to me, that's big to me. Like that's big to me because it can save you so much money on Uber or whatever else getting around. She didn't bounce on us.
No, no.
She didn't faded to black with the Tesla. The Tesla faded to black. But yeah, you think about when you only want to go a mile or two from there, or for how far they take you, 5 miles or whatever. Man, that save you that $10 for Uber or Lyft or however else you go get there, or the time for you just driving. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go out there, jump in whatever, and they usually have a pretty nice vehicle. You know, they usually have it's a nice property. They will have a nice vehicle.
Yeah,
So
you're talking about my blackout here that I just had. Usually the cars are like black limo, not limos, but like
right, but
like what you
right.
would get if you ordered Uber Black or whatever.
Escalade or something like that. Navigator.
Navigator. Yep.
Yeah, I had the Tesla, with the lift up doors and all
Hmm.
of that. So yeah, man. But yeah, I think more properties need to start doing it. Um, we got Memphis Mike in here grinding for this money is in the building.
I like the name.
That's another good one right there.
I like the name. Yeah.
23 is in here. What's going on, 23? Dion is in the building. Call me Lonnie. My brother Call Me Lonnie is in here. Call Me Lonnie just dropped a members only video that I just checked out.
Ooh.
Rodrigo is in here. Rodrigo say Key gonna have to make all of us AUs on a Ritz Carlton card now.
Mm. You know what? That sounds nice, but Sledge got to get one first. That's all I'm gonna say.
We gonna talk. We gotta. You know what? Before we get into the main topic, I want to talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna run out these last like three people. My boy They Hate Me is in here. MR is in here, and Jordan from the Jordan Rules Credit is in the building.
Austin
So,
in the house. Okay,
man,
Jordan.
everybody in here. All right. I know you've been doing a lot of traveling and everything. What do you think about this change with the with the Venture X
Here's what
with
I'm
the
gonna tell
AU?
you. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. They just saved me like $700, $800 in annual fees because I'm not holding those cards anymore. As soon as my new annual fee in 2025 hits, I'm gonna use up my $300 travel credit, and that's gonna be that. We're not gonna be rolling around with the Venture X no more.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's why I think a lot of people is either gonna be that they don't they never cared. You know what I'm saying? Like they never cared, or they were like, I was only holding this card for the authorized users, and since I can't have them no more,
Right.
I'm out of here. You know what I mean? So you will have one or the two group of people. You know what I mean? So that was my thoughts on it. I feel like it doesn't make it a better or worse card. I just feel like they did it for lounge overcrowding. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that was probably the reason. That was to me, that was the secondary reason. The first reason is it's a freaking bank. and they want to make money. They want to charge, they hook people in, you know, they like, okay, we got these free authorized users. Now they banking on people not canceling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And paying for those authorized users. So they banking on that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering though. So when American Express did this, they went from you got 3 authorized users for $175 or something like that, and then they start changing, to everybody has to pay. But for that first year, I don't think they charge people. Amex is notorious for not charging people like that initial year. So I wonder if this is going to be similar, but I doubt it. At the end of the day, they have their own proprietary lounges. You know, so I understand it. I get it.
You know what? That first year for American Express, not only did they not charge me the $195 for 3, they didn't charge me at all. They didn't charge me for any authorized user. At the year that they changed it, they didn't charge me for any.
Wow.
Yeah. So I came up big on that one, and then the next year came around, they were like, no sir, $199 per piece. So essentially, I'm paying what, $12.60? I think $12.80 to have 4 platinum cards. And believe it or not, man, I'm really thinking about the platinum card might have to go. It might have to go. I think I have a different strategy that I can roll with without having a platinum card. I just gotta really figure it out, because like right now, man, I'm super bougie, man. I gotta be in these lounges, so I have to figure out a way to get in there.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Facts. See what you have. I mean, you got the Ritz. You know, right now you got the Venture X. You got the Platinum Business, right?
Yep, I got 3 of those, and then I feel like I have something else that gets me lounge access, but it's not coming to my mind right now.
I mean, and we get into, like I say, you can get into a Priority Pass lounge with the purchase of a Happy Meal, so you can find a way to get in there. You know what I mean? Like you find a way to get into a Priority Pass lounge. That's no big deal.
No issue. Yeah. No issue.
And as long as we doing domestic travel, for the most part, I mean, you go find a lounge that you can get into. So
yes.
Yeah.
If you are a real traveler, do these changes even matter? Because the annual fee is not changing, or so we haven't heard, right? Doesn't matter?
If you are a single traveler, it does not matter at all.
Okay. Okay. I agree with you.
At all.
I agree with you.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I agree. At all. I personally, I still travel for the most part solo, but I do love when I'm able to, when I'm traveling like for sports or whatever, coworkers, to be able to let them in as my guests. Right. But at the end of the day, work, we have an expense budget, so we can charge it if they allow, guest passes or whatever. Or separately, we just eat at the airport regular. You know what I mean? So it's not the end of the world for me particularly. I feel like I've just been hearing a lot of people saying they're going to cancel. I know I said that initially as well. But if you're a solo traveler, it ultimately doesn't change anything. They haven't changed anything.
It doesn't change anything at all. And another thing is, like I say, if you say, for instance, if you're going into a Priority Pass lounge and you traveling with somebody else, you have the card. Man, it's $35. It's $35 to get in there. And, because I look at it like this. Everything in the airport is extremely overpriced, right?
Yeah.
So unless...
Burger and fries, $35.
$35. Don't get a drink. Don't get a...
you can't get a drink. Man. Yeah, you better fill up your water bottle.
You better
fill up your water bottle at the thing.
Right. So... the $35 to me, it could still be worth it depending on how often you fly. Now, another thing that I looked at was I looked up the Priority Pass plans. If you pay for Priority Pass, you still can't bring in a guest. It's still $35, even for the most expensive one, which is $469. You still have to pay $35 for a person to come in with you. Because the plan is for you. You know what I'm saying? That plan ain't for somebody else.
Yep.
These people are in the business of making money. see. We got who said this? Because did Joshua say Joe Beretto's AU card? Oh yeah, it was Joe
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah. Joe has my authorized user card. Sorry, Joe. I'll text you later, but it's gone.
Visual X still the mid-tier card. Hey, do again. I'm with you. Whereas the CSR is a high-tier card that punches down. Smarter Capital One to keep AUs free. Few people going to cancel because of that. Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
some people might cancel, but I still think, I mean, for them, they eventually the people coming after the people who already had it, who may not even know that the authorized users were free at one time, it's not going to be a big deal to them. You know, like they're
Mm-hmm.
you think about, because everyone else charges for authorized users. All the other the platinum charge,
Right.
CSR
Right.
charge, like everyone else charges. So the people in the future who get the card, those people aren't going to care as much, and it's still cheaper. It's still 125. Well, it's cheaper than the platinum. So I don't know. I just think it's a business, and it's a smart business move for them. Job would say, hopefully this nerf and the number of people dropping the card makes approvals for the good luck for the Venture X easier.
No.
Good luck,
No.
Joshua.
Nah. Yeah. No.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I don't think it's still going to do anything. But this comment here from
Oh yeah,
Joshua is absolutely
about
true.
the
The 300,
yeah,
yeah, the $300 travel credit in the
right,
portal and the 10K
right,
anniversary points,
right,
easy. $300 in the travel portal is on anything: hotel room, flight, rental car. I know we're talking about rental cars. You know, if you're traveling somewhere like wherever, and then furthermore, the 10,000 points. I already told y'all, check out those experiences on Capital One. There are so many cool things that you can buy with them points that are definitely greater than $100. Definitely, and it's like 10,000 points for some of
right.
them.
I don't know. Like I say, for the right person, it's still a good card. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's still going to be a good card when all of this
yeah,
social media play and all of this go away, and people forget about it, and the people that didn't know about it, people are still going to get the card. You know what I mean? You go have videos coming a year from now, 6 months from now, about how great the card is, because they ain't even
yeah,
thinking about this anymore. All right, let's see.
yeah.
This one's more for you. What
Okay,
do
okay.
you think the chances are for the Chase Nurse to Risk card? A lot of people have been talking
I
about
don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've had it since 2018. I've gotten so much value out of the card. Who cares? Like, get it while it's good. If that's something that you're eligible for and it makes sense to have in your collection of cards, grab it. Don't wait until after it changes and then you're like, oh man, wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Like, grab
that.
it.
Grab it.
Like, that's a card that's in my wallet right now. I'm ready to book a flight and have the best travel insurance ever right now on the dime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, yeah, you can't do it because you're driving. I got something
I
new
can't
today.
do it.
It's like it's almost in like
Oh,
an oil can or steel house.
oh, what you got there? What's that
It's a
there?
black bourbon. It's like aged in like with coffee. So I'm about to see.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I'm a
okay,
coffee drinker, so I'm about to see what this is about. I
okay.
haven't had any, but
All right, let me know
keep
how it
going,
is.
man.
I'm not a coffee drinker. I really don't drink any caffeine on purpose.
Well,
In case y'all didn't know that.
you know I'm a coffee drinker and a bourbon drinker, so it works out perfect for me.
Hmm.
Hopefully, you know, it's all right.
Cool, cool,
Let
cool.
me see what we got here. What's
Um,
up? What is up?
I think I feel like I should be more clear. At the beginning of this, you asked me what I thought, and I mentioned immediately that I was going to cancel. Um, the only reason for that is I'm currently holding the Capital One Venture X personal and the business card. I have all of my, whatever we're going to call them, authorized user slots taken up. So when I talk about canceling, I'm only like getting rid of those cards, and I'm going to get rid of probably the personal card. I'm going to hope that Capital One will allow me to get a saver card for the 100th year. I'm trying. And then I'm going to keep the Venture X Business. I really like the card. It doesn't report on my credit
Yeah,
history. It's a charge card. So,
yeah,
sometimes I do have to call in. Like I tried to make like a $16,000 or $17,000 transaction. I had to call
yeah.
in to get it approved. But like, other than that, like I've had no issue at all with it. So I'm going to get rid of my authorized user cards unless for the slots, but I'm not going to
For
do that.
sure.
I'm not trying to draw no smoke on my account.
For sure, for sure. You know what? Somebody made a good point about that though. Like, so, like say for instance, you had like a cousin or somebody that you really trusted.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with them paying you for the card. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
they,
Yeah,
especially somebody who travels a lot, and they can take advantage of the allowances because that's the only reason to have the card, per se. So,
exactly.
yeah. So
Yep.
when you people that talk about canceling it, if some of those people that you got on there, they give you that $125, then
Great.
yeah.
Yeah. Joe Barretto,
Or
I'm talking to you, son.
yeah.
Mi gente.
Or
I'm talking to my guy,
look,
Joe. Mi gente.
put a couple points on there, you might get 150.
uh,
Uh-oh. I brought it back this week, finally.
yes.
Look,
Awesome.
my guy John said, hit the freaking like and subscribe button, guys. Listen, I'm glad that he said that, man. We are 80 subs from 7K, y'all.
Wow.
We 80 subs from 7K, man. Going into the weekend, I think we was 133. We 80. Like we
Oh,
80
wow.
away, y'all. Yeah, man. If y'all
I know
in
you're going to
here,
hit that. So I'm just going to tell you
hit that
congratulations early.
subscribe
Congrats.
button,
That's
man.
amazing.
Look, we want to get that celebration jumping off, man. We got to get them 80K this week. Man, let me see here. Joshua say, honestly, if the Rich card gets an annual fee increase by adding some sort of Marriott statement credit.
Eesh. I don't want that.
Mm,
I don't want that, Joshua. I don't want any statement credits.
Joe said, if the key is in the mail. The card is in the mail.
He's sending it back. I think that's what he's saying.
He got one of those envelopes that the Amex send you. Send them
I'll send
a
it to
card
you.
back.
Don't worry. Yeah, I'll send it back to you. Don't worry about it.
Vincent say, if you had a Venture X Saver Duo, you can downgrade the Venture X to the Venture One and still be able to transfer to partners. And the Saver can help you earn Capital One miles if you don't want to redeem for cash back. Smart move, brother.
Yeah, very smart move, Vincent. I have a Venture One. I have a Quicksilver. I have the Venture X Business, and Capital One Spark Miles or something like that on the business side. But I have not been able to ever see a product change for the Saver on my side. So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Maybe my Discover card. I'm crossing my fingers. Maybe my Discovery card will change.
We'll see what they do in Discover. Oh, well, whenever they do something with Discover.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got this one says, I think my Venture X just got better, in my honest opinion. I just used the travel credit and using my access for August trip to Hawaii. Yes, sir.
Nice. Congrats
It's a
on the
great
trip.
card and hard to get here. Definitely. I mean, it's hard to get for some of us. It's hard to get. I've only tried to do the pre-approval for it, and they were like, no, sir. My boy Michael from One Way Travel in the building. I predict Capital One to nerf the 10K. Man, Michael trying to take everything from the card. He want to nerf the 10K, though he don't want them to, but the 10K anniversary miles too, Mike.
I feel like that's the least likely thing to happen because there's so many other cards that offer points. The Wyndham Business Earner comes to mind. All the Wyndham cards actually, and then there's certificates for night certificates and things like that on hotels. So I think that's least likely. Maybe they'll pull a city though and devalue their points because ultimately that's what City's doing at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah. They got I mean, you think about it. They control they control how many what the cost of the miles are anyway. I mean, what the value of the miles are anyway. So they could or not. I don't know. All right, Dave-O, I heard the Sapphire Reserve business is confirmed. I guess they posted something saying something about a Sapphire business. Because there's no information on it. It can be something as simple as them taking an ink card, the ink preferred, and just changing the name to it. You know what I'm saying? The Sapphire Reserve. I gotta wait till we get more information on it because they didn't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
was so I can't remember where I saw this, and maybe this was in our group text Sledge, so please stop me if it is. But I saw something
All right.
about it was posted in Penn Station. I was just in New York the other day. I did not see it
Oh
any
wow.
sort of signage for the reserve card. I didn't see it. I don't know where it would have been. It wasn't in Moynihan Hall. I don't know where that sign was. They had all sorts of signs, but I did not see that.
I saw that they posted it on their I think it was Twitter or X or something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay, okay, okay. Got you. I
I'm
thought
not
I
sure.
saw
I'm not
something about Penn
100%
Station.
sure.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I don't think so. That's
I'm
cat.
not 100% sure. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This bourbon is kind of good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty all right. One of them, one of them total wine specials. Um, got pre-approved for the new Savor
Ooh,
One.
okay.
Wait, hold on. Savor plus $35. They got Savor with a $35 annual fee. No, sir.
Yeah, Capital One tripping.
No.
That's too funny. They got about 60 versions of every card.
Hey man, you gotta love it. That's how they do their business.
I know, I know.
They're the most confusing credit card issuer there is out there, man. Like I just don't like applying for a card and there is a chance that you don't get the card that you want, even though you applying for a specific
Right.
card. You know what I'm saying? Like that just don't make sense to me. Let me see. Jesus, they're probably going to turn Discover into a Quicksilver. That would be trash.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what they're probably gonna do, but a girl can dream.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, a girl can
You know
dream.
what? I hope that they just keep them separate, and what they only and ultimately what they wanted to do was just use the payment network. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I hope that's what they do.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, and I can only be dreaming on that. Nick say, what's the deal with credit card companies and 75K? Seems like every premium card has a special benefit once you spend. Well, that might be true. Once you spend $75,000, I feel the Amex would want to be different. You want to pump it up to 100K. Golly.
Okay, Sledge, how about this? For our next Monday or whenever we do this again, when you hit
Yeah.
7,000 subscribers, why don't we pick a number of points we're trying to get and we're going to pick, 3 cards each or something like that to come to the table on what we would get to hit whatever amount of points we pick.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay. All right. While I'm going through all these things, man, I'm about to go into this proposed Saber X and see what you
Oh
think
man,
about it.
here we go. Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Okay,
Either way,
okay.
go. Okay, we got They say 4X on dining and entertainment, right?
Uh-huh.
3X on groceries, 10X on hotels, rental cars through the Capital One portal,
That's standard. Okay.
10X on Capital One entertainment purchases.
I like that.
Of course, 1X on everything else. But we got additional benefits. You got an annual $100 Capital One travel credit, an annual $100 dining credit
Mhm.
to spend at the collection of best restaurants, Michelin starred restaurants, I guess. I don't know. Annual $120 credit at Starbucks. Yeah, I guess this Apple TV thing starting to become big, right?
Yeah.
Complimentary Apple TV Plus membership and a complimentary Uber One membership. But the annual fee on this thing is $295 per sub.
Yep.
300 bucks.
Um, I I'm not a hard no. Here's why I'm not. It's gonna depend on what the sign up bonus is, number one. But then number two, we already know how weird the Capital One approvals are. So I already have 5 or 6 credit cards with them. Are they really going to let me get another one?
Right.
So it's not a no, but I don't I don't know. There's so many credits. Like when did we start doing this? It's just
Yeah.
really frustrating. It's so
Right.
frustrating.
Right.
Um yeah. So for me it's a maybe. especially with the Apple thing. I have an Apple smart home, so I know that's going to count towards my Apple One subscription likely. Just knowing how
right,
that codes every
right,
month. But
absolutely right.
otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. I'm indecisive on this one. To be so decisive on a lot of other things.
Man, let's move away. I mean, I get the Uber credit, right?
Yeah.
I get the Apple TV credit, but can we do something different? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants a ride share and some type of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? They credit. Can we
Yeah.
do something different? Like everybody takes the same old and just remix it and puts it
Flip it,
out there.
flip it and
I
reverse it.
mean, I'm not saying that I know what we should put up there,
Mhm.
but because people have multiple credit cards, let's stop having the same old on all of these cards.
Right.
You get a card, they got a Lyft credit, they got an Uber credit, they got the Disney credit, they got the Apple TV credit, they got like, can we get some different things? You know what I'm saying, to make some excitement in the game for me.
Right.
You know,
Right.
um, I don't know what that excitement would come from, but this stuff just not exciting to me anymore because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing, and by being an X card, I'm assuming that it would be a card that this is the only one. There's not going to be like a Saver X
Uh,
for good credit and whatever else.
But
It's just going to be
honestly, there might be. I mean, honestly, there
it's,
might be. Just
it's
knowing how
Capital One.
they operate. Who knows?
It's Capital One.
Who
It
knows?
absolutely could be. I
Yeah.
hope not, but there's a
It wouldn't
possibility.
shock you. It wouldn't shock you
No,
if they were like,
no,
okay,
no. It wouldn't shock me. Now imagine paying $295 annual fee for a card and you don't get a sign up bonus.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that would be insane. Like that would be insane. But we talking about Capital One.
Hmm.
Like we talking about Capital One, and another thing going back to Discover. I hope they don't do this. Discover has enough cards.
Right.
Like Discover already has enough cards. Like we don't want them to do the same thing with Discover.
Yeah. 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 I feel that.
All right,
Okay.
Avengers
Wait, I may have
34.
to drop
Go
out
ahead.
of the conversation. I may have to drop out of the conversation here.
Key gotta
But
go get her
no.
her hustle
But I
on.
got time. I got time. We're good. We're good. I'm just looking. Okay. I'm good. Checking my 6. We're all right.
Avenger 34 says everyone whining over lounge access don't understand that the previous pre-nerf lounge access was unsustainable from an overcrowding perspective. I agree that. I've had so many people in my comment section saying that 3 hour, 4 hour wait sometimes at the lounge. I'm like, you only can get in 3 hours before. That's essentially telling you that you can't get in.
You're not coming. Yeah, you got to put your name on the list yesterday.
Yeah. Somebody told me that they had the wait was 4.5 hours. I'm like,
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like, no way.
nah. Yeah, you just go somewhere else at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't get in. And you know what was weird? The last time I was in Cleveland, which was a few weeks back, maybe like last month, they only have the club there. The only lounge there is the club. So I get ready to go in the club, which is the priority pass lounge. There was a wait.
What?
It was a wait. Granted, it was like, I don't even think it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I literally walked away,
And they were like this.
Yeah, yeah. But there was a wait. You know what I mean? But then again, if you think about the priority pass lounges, it's a possibility. And I've never seen this
Up
before.
to you.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. So, yeah. Texas Dog is in the building.
All right, I gotta drop. Bye.
Key is out of here, y'all. In her 192,000 cars. Darius Jamal said the Venture X is still fire. Listen, I feel like I say, I don't think, especially for people who travel solo, I still don't think that the car changed very much for those people. If you travel solo and you don't have any authorized users, then it is what it is with that card. If you don't mind paying the $35 for somebody to get into the lounge, then it is what it is with the card. But in my opinion, if you fly with somebody else, say a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whoever it is you fly with, and y'all fly together, just get the freaking authorized user when they make the changes. Just pay the $125 for the authorized user. So to me, it's worth it. Wine Me Out mixes in here. Said Credit Shifu has a video about it. Of course he does, man. People do not let any bit of news go on, man. I can't make videos as fast as everybody else, man. Everybody else just be jumping on them right away. I can't make videos that fast. Grinding for the money. Say I got the first Capital One Quicksilver. My first Capital One Quicksilver a few months ago. Just got my first credit limit increase. They also pre-approved me for the Saver with no. Oh man, you are a special person grinding for the money, man. I got to give it up to you, brother. I have had a Quicksilver for man. That I've had it well over 10 years. I got a credit limit increase 6 months into having that card. 6 months. 10 years later, that credit limit is exactly the same. So yeah, man, they look out for you. They don't do everybody like that, man. So you in good with them. When I got in with them, man, they threw me in the bucket right away. So yeah, congrats, shouts out to you. I still think the Capital One Venture X as my number one card. There's no other card allows me to get bonus 24,000 points from my glasses through Capital One offers for spending $800. Hey man, listen, every card works for people differently. You know, every card. When I made my little video about the changes with the Venture X, like I say, I didn't think that it. I don't think it became a worse card. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that the card got better on the strength that it's gonna take for the people that it's intended for. It's not going to affect them very much. You know what I mean? Like for the people that their target audience. Joshua, the Venture X in 2027, $300 total portal credit split to $75 quarterly credits. Can't be carried over. It requires $100 spend before it can be applied. Bonus if the restricted is only to flights and hotels. Hey man, you never know. Like these credit card companies getting crazy, man. Silky Johnson, people up in arms over the laws. Hello, you're at the airport to catch a flight. It's not a nightclub for social gathering. Hey man, like I said, if you want to get into the lounge, pay to get into that sucker, man. That was their intention in the first place. They gave everybody these free authorized users because they knew this was gonna happen. You think they don't do research on this stuff before they come up with these business decisions? They absolutely do. And what they took a chance on, they took a chance on so many people giving out authorized user cards and now hoping that they don't cancel them. You know, they hoping that, everybody ain't on social media and everybody don't look at their mail. So if you that person who don't look at your mail, you ain't on social media or like that, you don't know that they changed. It's time for the 2026 roll around and they charge you that 125 and you don't know it till that bill roll around and that statement had already passed. It is what it is for you, I guess. And I'm pretty sure they banking on a lot of people that's going to happen to. And some people that's going to happen to. And some people just not going to cancel it. You know what I mean? Some people are just going to pay the $125. Didn't Discover say that Capital One is keeping Discover? Yes, they said for the time being, Discover and Capital One are going to stay separate. How long the time being is, I have no idea. To me, it makes more sense for them to stay separate, but we talking about Capital One here. The Avengers 34, I want Discover it to turn into a chase for the flex that will allow us to earn 5x miles per dollar on rotating calories. Rotating categories. 5 miles instead of 5%. Okay. Only in cashback. It would be nice to earn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Miles is what he was saying. Texas Dog say the proposed Saver card sounds like an Amex Gold. Yeah, with more credits. Is the CSP is the CP or Capital One is Capital One moving away from subprime customers? Will they be less restrictive on approvals? If not, they will fail. I will say that they're not moving away from subprime borrowers because they're still going to have a regular saver for bad credit, not for bad credit, for fair credit. They're still going to have the Quicksilver for fair credit. You know what I mean? They still going to have the Venture One and the Venture for fair credit. So they're still going to be a subprime lender, but they're going to have, they already have other options, but I think the customer is still going to be pretty much subprime, you know what I mean, and beginners, because if you look at so many YouTube videos, so many people recommend the Discover It card as the first card, and I'm one of those people that would recommend it. So, and a lot of people get Capital One, especially people that's rebuilding, they get that Capital One Platinum card as their very first card. You know what I mean? Or the Quicksilver as their very first card. And those cards, could help people rebuild. And but they're gonna give you that one with no sign-up bonus. Well, the Platinum don't have a sign-up bonus anyway, but they're gonna give you the Quicksilver with no sign-up bonus. And yeah, it's gonna be like that. You never go get an increase and all of that. All right, we got here. Beautiful driver, good evening. I would like to close my Southwest credit card or switch to another Chase card. Oh man, you know what? Honestly, I don't know a lot about the Southwest credit cards, but what I can tell you about most airline cards, especially airline cards that don't give you some type of lounge access, for the most part, like the multipliers on airline cards, and I have airlines cards, but the multipliers on most airline cards are pretty trash. Like they are. Like that's just what it is. New again. So it seems like the Saver X should be transferred. Yeah, I think it's going to transfer points out. If so, hopefully Capital One lets me PC my Venture X to it after they eventually raise the annual fee on the Venture X. You out, huh? Yeah, you know what the thing about it is. The only thing about Capital One is that they're also iffy about product changes. So yeah, they like one of the only issuers. They give you a list of cards that you could product change to. Like for me, I have the regular Venture card. The only option I have to product change would be a downgrade, and that's to the Quicksilver. And the funny part is, I upgraded the Quicksilver to the Venture, and the only product change option they give me is that one. Rodrigo, I think the Saver X could be tempted if it gives you 4x on groceries overseas, and on top of that, it's a Visa or probably MasterCard, because the Saver is a MasterCard, so you can use it everywhere. I think that a lot of these credit cards should give us more options for overseas, man. Like I do. I think we should get the same regardless of where we're spending it at. Texas Dollar. Eventually, all of the big will offer the same benefit for extremely high annual fees. So we have to close one program. Hey, that might be they all plan. We got these high annual fee cards. They're offering the same thing, so it just makes sense to just have one over the other. My guy Dennis Dunn is in the building. Chad's Money Menace is in the building, man. Shout out to Chad, man. Chad is the most traveling creator. Like Chad gonna be in a different. He probably gonna be in a different city at 9:30. It's 7:46. At 9:30, Chad gonna be in another city, man. This dude travel more than anybody I know. Let me see what we got here. Capital One have. Okay, Capital One got a lounge on 34th Street. Okay. In New York, Joe Beretta was just telling me about Chase having a Sapphire lounge somewhere in New York. I have my Venture X 3 weeks in and got a 1K credit limit. 1K credit limit on the Venture X? What? I keep asking till they tell me no. Credit. Okay, 1K credit limit increase. Okay, gotcha. My bad. Beautiful traveler, I'm trying to leave Southwest credit card and switch to another Chase card. What would I'm the wrong person to recommend Chase credit cards. Like I'm just the wrong person. And another thing is I would have to know a lot more about what you want to do with the card. Are you looking for another airline card or just another Chase card? You know what I mean? Because it will all depend on what type of spending you do and and things like that. So it sounds simple, but it's not simple. Joe Barretto, discover it, man. I'm telling you, I recommend it highly. Like Joe recommends it. Neil over at Water Your Soil, that's like his number one go-to for a beginner card, man. Discover it for sure, for sure. Texas Dog, I hope you remember. Oh, come on, man. I remember this week. I remember this week. Look. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I remember this week. I can't even believe I was forgetting them other times. Capital One Platinum with 1.5 was our first card. I'm telling you, man. Capital One, okay. This is how they did me. I got Quicksilver. They gave me a $1,000 credit limit. And at the time, I was rebuilding my credit. So I'm like, cool, 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm just happy to get the card, honestly. Like 6 months go by. They gave me a credit limit increase of $1,000. So I'm like, cool. They gave me $2,000 in 6 months. I started with $1,000. Like I say, I'm rebuilding my credit, so I'm cool with this. Over 10 years later, I mean, I don't even know how long ago. It's been over well over 10 years. Still at that 2,000. And before, I used to ask for credit limit increases. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to ask for credit limit increases. Now I'm just like, I use that Quicksilver once a year to pick up something. I actually just used it like a couple of weeks ago, and then I put it right back in the binder. With other cards that I may or may not use. And yeah, that's it, man. I can't deal with Capital One on that level, man. Especially when they put you inside of the bucket, it is what it is, man. Like either you go rock with it, you go cancel the cards, or you just go, you know what I'm saying, live with it like that. I have heard of people that really put a lot of spend on their Capital One cards, and like pretty much when I say put spend on their cards, I mean like push them to the limit, pay them off, push them to the limit, pay them off, push them to the limit, pay them off, and then eventually they'll take you out of the bucket. The thing is, especially with a card, excuse me, like the Quicksilver, which for me, let me take that back. They let me product change my Quicksilver to the Venture. So I do have a Venture card now. Keep in mind, the Venture has an annual fee. I just wanted to get out of the Quicksilver, but now I kind of want to go back because that card has a $95 annual fee. But in saying that, I'm still not getting anything out of it, so I don't use the card. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to use the limit of the card. I'm never going to push that card to $2,000 because I don't use it because it's not worth it for me to use it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just hold on to it just to hold on to it. I get. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back to. I forgot about that Joe Barretto. Joe Barretto, my dog. Yes, sir. The music came back this week, y'all. The music came back, y'all. I know a lot of people was getting on me for not having the music the last couple of times, man. I just forgot to cue it up. And the thing with this freaking editing software, if you don't cue it up beforehand, you can't add it later. You can't add anything later. Everything got to be queued up in the first place. Rodrigo, Capital One Lounge in Vegas is now open. Okay. I'm out. You know what? I might have to pay to go inside one of them things. I ain't lying. I might have paid to go inside. I go to Vegas every now and then. So, yeah, I might have to. Capital One Lounge in Boston at Assembly Road, Capital One Boston. I've never been in Boston. So, and I've never been in Boston Airport. Yeah, I've never been in Boston Airport. What do we got here? We got a new member, y'all. We got a new member, man. I want to drop the money for that. You know what? I'm dropping the money for that one too, man. I got to drop the money for that one too. Why not? Like, why not? Oh, Hey, y'all. Look, tomorrow night, same time as this one, 7 p.m. EST. We gonna be on Joe Barreto's channel. Tomorrow we gonna be on Joe Barreto's channel, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. 7 p.m. EST, man. Make sure that you are over the Joe Barreto's channel. I know y'all gonna be there. Y'all love Joe, man. Joe, my guy, man. I know y'all gonna be there. Jordan Tell, when the hell did I lose my membership? Hey man, you know what? You know YouTube be playing, man. YouTube be playing. YouTube don't be messing with me sometimes. Oh, United Airlines. Okay, yeah, man. Listen, beautiful traveler. This is what I need you to do. My guy Lonnie. I don't know if you a subscriber to the Call Me Lonnie channel. Call Me Lonnie is the number one expert on the United cards. He is the number one expert in this credit card YouTuber industry on the United cards. Please go and subscribe to my guy's channel, and he would definitely steer you in the right direction. Like I say, I don't like to steer people to cards that I don't have and I don't know a lot about, but I can steer you to some great people that may know something that I don't know. Here we go, man. We going crazy now, y'all. We going crazy now, y'all. Man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. For real, for real. I appreciate you. We going crazy now. We were trying to say Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Hell, okay. The Barclays Center got a Amex now? That's kind of fire. Man, look, man, I'm sorry. Man, listen. We still going, y'all. We still going. I'm almost to the end of the comments. I can get to the next segment. But you know why? You know what the crazy part? Why I can't get to the next one? Because my guy DJ Bruce Wayne just hit me with one. DJ Bruce Wayne just hit me with one, man. We gotta play the music one more time. My God. My God. Yeah. But yes, please, yeah, check out Call Me Lonnie channel. He is the United Airlines expert. He knows, as far as I know, he knows more than anybody else about United and the United credit card. So yeah, for sure. In fact, I'm gonna make sure that I hit him up and let him know to be looking out for a question from you for sure. I want to this little bitty picture over here, but